Hey everyone, it's Bethany. Welcome back. In this video, we are going to craft for Halloween, and the first thing that I want to share with you is this really pretty piece that I found at Hobby Lobby. Now, if you watched my craft haul that we did as a kickoff to the fall season, then you saw me debut this, and as I'll promise, we are going to go ahead and craft with it. So if you missed that craft haul video, I'll go ahead and place a link to that video so you can catch up. I found so many fun things for the fall season, a lot of it that you will see on my channel this fall. Okay, so when I saw this at Hobby Lobby, I instantly thought that this gave me some Halloween vibes, but in kind of a classy way. So I thought this was very Haunted Mansion-like. So I went ahead and picked this up with an idea of doing something fun for Halloween. So I have 6 crafts that we're gonna do tonight. I hope you enjoy them. They're going to be really fun, but let's go ahead and get started with the first one. I'm going to go ahead and take this off camera for just a moment. That way I have some space for my vinyl here. Now I'll grab a weeding tool, and if this is your first time watching, or if you just need a friendly reminder, I do place links to everything that I use in my videos while I'm putting my crafts together. So down in the description box below, you will see a list of the crafts that we're going to do, and under the list of crafts, you'll find all of the supplies that I use to create all of them. So go ahead, check down there if you need to reference any of the items that I am using, or if you need to add any of those items to your own craft space in order to recreate, there we go, any of these crafts. Okay, I saw this cute SVG. Down below will also be the links to all of the designs that I'm going to use, but I loved this. Let me see, I'm going to do a little surgery here. We got a little escape E. Okay, let's see. Come here. There we go. Stay there. Okay, how sweet is this? I thought it was really fun. Plus, it was the right shape to take on this nice long sign. So I'm going to just finish up. There we go. Okay. There we go. Hopefully. Okay, we have a couple things that just want to escape, but we are going to fix them. No worries. Okay, I'll come back to that. Let me just get the rest of this sticky off, and we'll be good to go. Okay, so the W is mended, and whew, there we go. Let me just mend this little H here. Get that placed right back where it goes. There we go. Okay, now this is really cute because along the left side, vertically, it's going to say Halloween, but then along the right side, we have fun little lines of all the fun elements of Halloween. So we have monsters, zombies, spiders, ghosts, vampires, and witches. I thought this was a fun design to pair with that really neat sign that I found. So I will go through and identify all the little middle pieces that I need to weed out. That way we really see this design come to life. Now, if you're new to weeding, all you're going to do is just take this little pokey tool, go through your design, and you're going to take out anything that you don't want in your final project. Okay, any of those pieces that are unneeded. And I think that's it. Okay, what I like to do is I like to take my weeding tool. I like to kind of scan my design, and I like to run my weeding tool lightly over it because then my eye will just track and make sure that I am looking at the entire design. There we go, to make sure everything is indeed weeded out. All right. Now I'll get a rather large piece of transfer tape. That way we can transfer this over to our really nice piece. Okay, I have a big roll of transfer tape here. I'm purposefully going to start with my largest project. That way I can cut a nice big piece of transfer tape. And then what I can do is I can continue to reuse that transfer tape throughout all of my crafts. So first I'm going to kind of, whoop, there it goes. I'm going to trim down any extra parts of my design. That way I'm not using more transfer tape than needed when I go to measure how much I want. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to need just about this much. Let me just rotate this. I will cut off this little extra bit, save for later, and then the same on the other side. Now, in order to make this manageable and not stressful, I'm going to take my transfer tape. I'm going to peel off about 1 to 2 inches of that liner, okay? And then I will just fold that back onto itself. Then with the exposed vinyl, so this is the sticky part, I will come line that up at the top of my design, stick it down. Now, on the back side, we have kind of a handle that we've created by folding that back. So I'm going to pull. So meanwhile, I'll pull. You're not going to see it because this is going to fall over my hand. I'm going to pull that and it will release the rest of the vinyl inch by inch and lay it over my design. Such an easier way to tackle a large project, so I highly recommend giving that a try. Okay, using my squeegee tool, let me burnish all of this down. Okay, and there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and do the back side. All right, now what I think I'll do is bring my piece back in, and it may fall off screen a little bit, but it's going to be easier for me visually to go ahead and do this craft if I can see it in the correct direction. Oh, isn't that neat? Okay, so I'm going to turn this over. This is how I prefer to do it, face down. And then I peel that background off. Now this backer, this is just the cutting sheet that we cut the vinyl on. Okay, there we go. Just had a couple areas where my Cricut cut all the way through, so some of those pieces kind of gave pause, but it'll be okay. Did it do it again? Let's see. The liner kind of wants to come up with it. Okay, but we are good to go. Okay, very good. So now let me turn this around and let's get this placed right on here. Okay, being very careful. You could use the parchment paper method if you'd like. I am gonna wing it. Oh, actually, I really think that'll work. Actually, it really does. Okay, there we go. Ooh. For a second, I panicked for a second, but there it is. Grab my squeegee once more, really burnish down, focusing on each section at a time. I love this little bat. I think that's so cute. Okay, there we are. Now, being very mindful to be light here so I don't scratch my wood, I'm just going to pull up a corner of my transfer tape. And then I'll peel that off and leave my design right on my board. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. And I love the contrast. Oh, fun. I love the contrast of that white vinyl with that nice green. Isn't that neat? I think that turned out really nice. So I'm gonna grab this liner once more. It's very clingy, but let's go ahead and just replace this the best we can right back on that liner. That way throughout this video we can just keep coming back to this, trim it down, and again I started with my biggest craft, that way I have a nice big piece that I can reuse throughout all the crafts. Okay, there's our first craft. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Well, hi friends, now you can see me. So in this craft, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a fun little mirror. So I'm gonna find something to kind of prop this up on, because if not, you're just gonna see my fun little camera equipment. So I might as well chit chat with you for just a moment. Okay, so I'll just do that and I'll place some little magnets right there. Okay, first thing I want to do is I'm going to take some rubbing alcohol and let's just make sure this is nice and clean. So this was another fun item that I found at Hobby Lobby. And again, that was in that really nice haul that I did at the beginning of fall season, sharing all the fun things I found. So get that nice and clean. What I liked about this was I really liked this nice black lip around it. I love that frame, and I love how thin it is. I also really, really like the shape of it. It's really fun having that nice oval shape. So let me grab my weeding tool, and I'm going to weed out my little design. Now, I just found some cute little bats. How fun are they? Aren't they sweet? And we are going to have them kind of span up my cute little mirror here. Keeping it simple, keeping it without words. I'm also wondering if I can't just do this like a sticker. So let me give it a try. So I'm going to grab these, and I kind of want them to start kind of at the bottom and then just go like they're flying up the side. So I can use my little scraper just to make sure that they are burnished down really nice. And there are two different sizes of bats, so I am going to try to be mindful about going in a little variety in terms of order. Okay, and these are really easy to lay down just as stickers, but if you for some reason are feeling no thank you, if you just want to use a transfer tape, go for it. Whatever is going to help you do this project well and successful, then go ahead. So, you know what I want to do though? I kind of want to have like a lot down here, kind of like they are, well, kind of like they are, you know, just starting to come out of the bottom. So I want them to be a little bit, for lack of a better word, congested down here, and then them to kind of get a little bit more spread out towards the top. So I'm wondering even if I should add maybe, yeah, I kind of think I should, maybe just one more. Like they're just escaping. And then I will kind of make them go few and further between up here. Oops. Okay. And then here. Oh, I like that. And this is just your creative choice at this point, right? Then I might do like a little further up. And you know, it'd be kind of cool is if we kind of cut one maybe and had it, maybe a couple of them just, see, now that you can see me, you can see that I squint when I craft. It's something that when I was little, my sisters totally made fun of me for. Okay, I'm going to do that. They always said that when they knew I was focused if I would start squinting, because I just have to like visualize it. We all have something silly about us, right? Okay, I'm going to take my little True Control knife here, and I'm just going to, the reason I'm doing this is I want it to take the shape of the edge of the frame. Oh, love that. Love that. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I thought of that right this second. Okay. My watch is telling me to get up and stretch. Little does it know that I am crafting right now. No, thank you. All right. The other day I was reading a book that was super intense. It was so funny. I was reading a book that it was so good, but it was a page turner, and my watch buzzed and said, what did it say? Something about, do you need to take a breath or relax or take a breath? And it wanted me to breathe with it. And I thought, actually, I do need to take a breath because I was holding my breath for the little plot twist. Okay, I love that. I think that is so fun. So I hope you enjoyed that. That was very cute. I love the look of this, and I also love a project that is wordless. So I think that's super cute. Okay, let's move on to our next craft. Okay, another item found at Hobby Lobby during my fun little craft haul was this cute little chalkboard. And I was saying during my craft haul that one thing I found so super intriguing about it was that it was double-sided. So I love that because once Halloween is over, I can flip this on over and do something for either Christmas or Thanksgiving, and that would be awesome as well. I also love that it is on this little wood block. I think it adds just a nice, soft, and really nice classic element to the whole piece. All right, let me grab my weeding tool. I have a fun little design that I thought was so cute when I saw it and wanted to add it to my decor for this year. So get everything all weeded. This says, now I'm missing, yep, I'm missing the dot. Okay, this says Salem established 1626. Okay, I went to put that dot back on and it didn't go back on. Where did it go? Did it get lost on the transfer, or not the transfer tape, did it get lost on the vinyl? Where did you go? I might have to find it in just a moment. Let's see here. Never throw your transfer tape away until, and don't ball it up until you have all of your pieces. Let's see, I know I tried to poke it, there it is. There it is. Oh, I very much dislike when it does this. Do you see? It's right on there. Okay. Which makes it a little difficult because its sticky side is on the other sticky side. Is it? Maybe it's not. Actually, I don't think it is. So what we can do is grab our little weeding tool to kind of nudge that, place it right back down. Whoop, come on. There. Okay, all saved. So now grabbing my little middles, I just loved the kind of flowiness of this. The Salem part, I don't know if it's the font or just the playfulness of the font, but it really reminds me of Bewitched for some reason. I'm not sure why, but that's what I'm getting. Okay, I'm gonna grab that nice big piece that we used earlier and go ahead and trim another piece for myself. There we go. Always reuse where you can. And this time, I'll just go ahead and lay that right down. Okay. As always, burnish the front and the back. There we are. Turn that over. And let's peel that up, making sure we get the dots, which we did. Okay, and our surface is nice and clean. So, in fact, what I'll do, just so this doesn't hinder my alignment, I will trim this close at the bottom. Oh my goodness, and I didn't even trim that straight, so that might even continue to get me a little confused. Oh, there we go. Oh, I like that. So, final placement. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to turn this to the side just because I think I will be able to burnish a little bit more successfully, but there we go. And being gentle once more, but let's peel the transfer tape off. Okay. Oh, I love that. So cute, so simple, and I love this because if you had a larger piece of Halloween art, then this is a nice little piece to kind of pair with it. So it's a very, very nice little accompanying little piece of decor. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next craft, but I really love this. Okay, we are halfway through. I found this really nice little kind of pallet sign, if you will. Let's see, do they have, nope, it just says decor, but I found this at Dollar Tree and I loved it. So I really am always inspired with this kind of slatted type of sign. However, and I've said it in another video before, while I'm always really inspired and intrigued and gravitated towards buying it, and I always buy it, but I always kind of bring it home and feel as if then I'm kind of stumped on what to do with it in terms of using my Cricut, because I don't want my vinyl to not have contact in these areas that are debossed, right? So what I am going to do is I'm going to add some wood elements to the top here. So I also have some baker's twine, which I thought would be a really fun element. So first and foremost, what I think would be wise is I'm going to go ahead and get all of my pieces. Yeah, I want to do this first. I was going to add my vinyl, but I think what I'll do first is get all of my pieces all threaded. So I have these little pendant pieces. I believe these came from Michael's quite a long time ago. I'm currently in a very big purging mood of my craft room, and I'm trying to go through and look at items that have just been sitting for a while. They kind of feel like the forgotten toys on Toy Story sometimes. And I feel so bad because at one point or another I was super inspired to add them to my cart, and then, well, you just get sidetracked as a crafter, right? Okay. Someone said the other day, I think I saw it on Instagram, that half, what did they say? I don't want to butcher it, but it was something about like half of crafting is, or half of the enjoyment of crafting is the shopping. And I mean, that really resonated with me. That hit me to the core. So that can be me sometimes. So now I'm just being intentional about looking for those forgotten elements. I'm going to trim this off. That way we can remove one little item from our craft here. And then I think what I will do next is let's attach these to the little sign here. I think that would be a good next step. Okay, I am a lover of hot glue, so that is what I'm going to use. So while that is heating up, let me grab my weeding tool. And what I did is I'll place font information down below, but I just spelled out boo. I thought it would be just perfect. Of course, I have a trio of, let's see here, a trio of little pennants. So on my little banner, so you know, anything with 3 in Halloween, I think, is an opportunity for a little boo. And we'll grab the little middles here. There we go. And goodness, okay. Let's grab some transfer tape. And I think what I can do, what is that piece again? Is let me trim this down, but I'm going to burnish it as one piece, and then I will trim them apart from there. Okay, there we go. So scraper, I'll burnish these together, and then we can, well, I don't even know if I need, well, yes I do. I was going to say I don't know if I need to cut them out, but it would make it easier. Okay, front and back with the scraper, and then trim these apart for application. Okay, is this still, it's still warming up, so why don't we just use our time wisely and do this part. Okay, so I have my B. Okay, I don't think it really needs anything more than just pressure from your finger there. And then our double O. O. And O. Oh, I love that. So we're kind of getting an idea of what that's going to look like. Just have to attach that down. Okay, so I want these to stay put because I really like the placement there. And hopefully I can do that middle one and then place the other ones down. Okay, I think we are getting somewhere with our hot glue. This doesn't take much, so I'm just going to add some hot glue right down behind it. Line that up where I'd like it. There we go. One down. I like to do the middle and then go from side to side. Okay. And just a little bit of a tilt there. Yeah, looks good. And then I can just replicate that on this other side. Okay, so flip this up. add my hot glue. And again, I think these little wooden pieces came from Hobby Lobby. They came in this bare wood, and then I added some chalk paint to them. It's because I wanted a little black and white piece. I think that matches. That looks good. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I want these to kind of wrap. Oh, they could almost fit in that little groove there, but I want them to wrap around, and I'll just glue the back. Doesn't need to be anything fancy. I just like the idea of them wrapping around the back so that we can see them on the side there. Okay, and then anything extra that didn't get glued down, trim. Okay. And repeat the same on this side. Let's see, let's make sure, yep. Just like so. Just lay that right in the glue. Give it a moment. I kind of like to tap it gently, right? You don't want to burn your fingers, but that way it kind of tacks down the whole thing. And then, there we go. Okay, here is our little piece of decor. How fun is that? And it was so easy, super affordable too. Again, the base was from Dollar Tree. The little pennants came in a 100, no, not 100. I'm being sarcastic there, but it came in a huge pack. There's many more that I could go through, but I love how that turned out. And I think the little baker's twine was a fun little element to add. Okay, let's continue on. Okay, another fun little Dollar Tree inspired craft. I found this there and I thought, how cute would this look in my mom's during trick-or-treat time? So I have my vinyl with a little design on it, and let's see if we can get, oh, I think this one has lots of little pieces. So here's my opinion on stuff like this. You do the best you can, but sometimes if you lose a couple little stars, you still have fun. So do the best you can, but sometimes things are just small and testy. So let me see what I can do here. You see how small these stars are? Oh my. Okay. You know, I feel as if I've done worse in the past, and so I am feeling like I'm getting a nice little starry sky there. Not too terrible. You just have to kind of take your time, see where they're popping out, and see if you can't kind of just encourage them to stay put. All right, here we go. I think we are past the hard part, and now we have some nice bigger pieces. Okay, there we go. So, middles. I think there may have been some stars down here, but I think we have enough. For the good of the order and for crafting sanity, we're done with the stars. So here we go. Oh, I think that's super fun. Let's go ahead and place this on the sign, and I think our transfer tape that we have here is just about perfect. There it is. Yep. And let's burnish that down. Now, let's see if we shouldn't add a little bit of rubbing alcohol here. I'm wondering. Yeah, actually that's really good. Okay, now we'll peel this off, monitor our little stars. Oh, got them all. Okay, everything's accounted for. And then we have a boo. How cute. Bring that up a little bit. Okay, I think that looks good. Top, bottom, left to right. Do a quick little burnish. And there we are. So peel this off and you have a really nice and affordable little sign to put in your yard, wherever you wish. You could even put in a little house plant. That would be cute too. But a nice, simple little piece of decor for Halloween. I think that's super cute. And I really like the kind of distressed chalkboard look that it has. I think that's very, very fun. Okay, another thing that I found at Dollar Tree were these little felt shapes. Now, if you didn't want to buy these, you could have your Cricut cut out felt for you. I do have a tutorial on cutting out felt, so I'll link that for you in case you want to just completely do this on your own. For me, $1.25 for a pack of these saved me a lot of cutting. So yes, please. So I got, let's see, ghosts and bats. And then I also have a little container here of little wooden beads. And what I thought we could do was make a little kind of garland, if you will, for the mantle. So I have a little hole punch, and I'm wondering if I can't, let's see, I think I want the hole punch to maybe be here. Oh, very nice. Now I bought a tiny one. Do you see how tiny that is? So I think the hole punch will go, yeah, to left and right. Now, another thing that you can do is you can add iron-on to your felt. So if you want to spell out Halloween or something like that, go for it. I have a tutorial on that too. I feel like I say that all the time. I have a tutorial, but I've done a lot of things in the crafting world. So sometimes I do them again, but sometimes I really try to be intentional about doing things without words. That way somebody doesn't come into the house and think they have to read everything, right? It's nice and refreshing just to have some quiet space in your decor. Oh, I didn't really realize, look, they have a little embossed face on them. How cute is that? Do the bats have anything like that? I don't think they do. Okay, so again, let's put some little holes right here. And I might actually make a short little garland for the little kitchen area. We have a little area for our cups that would be kind of fun. Okay, so maybe I'll do a bat on each side. So I'll do 4 bats, 3 ghosts, and I grabbed a little needle from my daughter's sewing things, and I'm going to try and bravely see if I can thread this baker's twine. It is kind of bulky. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is let's start with maybe a big bead. Okay, we got to get more space here. So let's do, we're going to have, I think we're working, I have to think which way we're working here. Okay, try to do it as big as we can, I would think. Okay, we got a bead, and then let's do a bat. Yeah, I think a single bead, and then let's see, we're gonna need to go through the front. Oh, good, okay. And then back through the back. And then we have our little bat. And again, this is just some baker's twine I got on Amazon. I'll link it for you. Okay, very cute. Now let's do maybe big bead, small bead, big bead. Actually, yeah, no, that's what we'll do. I kind of want a little fun thing there. Okay, and then we'll do a ghost. So in through the front. Now the thing about these ghosts is they are pretty translucent. Oh, but that's okay. I was gonna think that, tongue tied there. I was gonna think that line behind it was gonna bother me, but I think that's fine actually. Okay. Oh, very fun. Okay, and then big bead, big, small, and then we'll just do a little pattern. So let's see, how do we do it? In through the front, out through the back. Okay, so I will just continue building my little garland, and then continuing, you know, we'll just have to continue getting all of these shifted over as we go. Okay. Being mindful to give these some room though. I don't want them to be too smushed. Okay, there we go. And I have quite a bit on each side, which I like because then when I'm decorating, I can trim it down once I kind of get an idea. And then it gives me some playroom here to kind of spread out as I like. So I think that's so cute. And Dollar Tree. Well, not the beads, but they might have some wood beads at Dollar Tree. Actually, I'm not quite sure. But how fun did that turn out? So on the other side, I'm going to do the same thing and give myself ample length to play around with. Okay, there we are. Now let me take that little needle off because my little one said I could only borrow it if I returned it. Just like a good girl that I taught her to be. Okay, there we go. So there was our last little craft. I love that. I think that is so sweet, and I love that it's so simple. Now again, if you wanted to add iron-on to any of your little pieces, you could iron on some and create a little saying or something fun like that. So love this and hope this inspired you to give this a try. Super easy. Okay, such a fun collection of crafts for Halloween. I really loved doing this little set. So we have the little garden stake. How sweet is that? I think that is very fun. And I think it's very pretty for putting in your little mums on Halloween night. Very cute. You could also say something like, please take one if you want to set out a candy dish. So personalize that in any way. I loved the Salem sign. I think that's so pretty, especially the wood element. And then again, after the season is over, you could turn it around and do something for either Thanksgiving or fall in general on the back. And then of course we have this cute little DIY sign that says boo, our garland, and then that beautiful, beautiful last piece with the little oversized sign. I think that's very pretty. And I love just kind of the spookiness of it. I think it's fun. And then of course, hey, we have this cute little mirror. I love how this turned out, and I'm really excited about the cute little bats there. I think it's fun also how we added the little cropped bats along the side, and that was so easy. So I hope this was fun for you to watch. I definitely had fun planning this video and also putting together all of these little crafts. It's always fun for me too because I'm envisioning things and writing things down, and then it's fun to see them all play out as we craft. Be sure to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you made it to the end, be sure to leave a little ghost or bat emoji, whichever you'd like, down in the comment section, and let me know which was your favorite craft. Let's go ahead and continue crafting next week, and I'll see you soon.